Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? My friend Tony Talent wanted to know if requests if I could do a couple more trailer reviews, and I said sure. And he wanted to know what my thoughts on uh, the trailer for Jigsaw, because they're trying to reboot the Saw franchise. Are one thing with the trailer thing, I won't play the trailer in the background anymore because I got mad third party content crap. So I just watched the trailer and tell you what I think. That's what I did before. I tried to do like a reaction thing, and it just ends up just being me watching the video. Um, it looks really interesting. I'm curious to see what'll happen because the last can't remember the last saw it, and I think the sixth one didn't do very well at the box. I think whenever part five came out, people were so disappointed with that it kind of really hurt the franchise. But I mean, I think the Saw movies are kind of weighed under a very complicated storyline, and then you have to. I mean, because when I was doing the film franchise, I was trying to remember the progression of things. I couldn't remember anything. I'd have to watch them all in order, and then I don't know if I could successfully really tell you the whole storyline. So, it's they made it. I think they made it overly complicated. Um, I don't know how this one's going to be now because I remember there was a good observation. Roger Ebert was they're reviewing the remake of House of Wax, and then he was saying he always thought it was weird that they always try to explain the motivation of how someone became the way they are in these movies, these newer movies now. Because in the original one with Vincent Price, he did those things to people just because he liked doing it. He enjoyed it. And this one is like they were abused or this or this or this. Whereas, no, that's what I think they're trying to do, Drake. Really trying to explain motivation instead of just the guy is nuts so wacko. You know, um, I'm curious to see how this will do because I think, as far as I don't like the term torture porn, that's what they call it now. But I know that people are burning out on some of these things because there's such an oversaturation. Because when I was doing film judging for the Horror Fest, I know John Walkwich says there's three types of horror films that people are burnt out on: torture porn, zombie movies, and found footage films. Even though in 2015 the movie that won the best film, I'm pretty sure it was a zombie movie, but they did a different idea on, different take on it. Just like they said there's too many zombie shows on, but that Santa Clara Diet on Netflix did something different and made it interesting again. I am curious to see what'll happen. I don't know. The trailer looks good, but I don't know if it's good enough to really entice people to go see another one. Or I think the one thing that's hurting them is the MPAA, because the people who really like these movies just wait for the director's cut on DVD so they can see the whole thing completely uncut. All the gruesomeness intact. But as is, I think the trailer looks decent. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. And definitely check out I'm selling t-shirts. Definitely check them out. And I hope, and I have the link in the description where you can get them. So I want to thank my buddy Tony Town for requesting me to do this, and also, take care of my Legion. And they're going to have some interview with Bill Maher. I got to check that out. Take care, everybody.